Welcome to my interview with Jharrel Jerome and Anthony Robles, the stars of Unstoppable. I was born with my feet backwards, and I had to have corrective surgery. So I can empathize, with the film. I really resonated with it. You mentioned in previous interviews, focus on your coaches have said. If we can focus on your strength and camouflage your challenges. Can you expound upon what that means for someone who feels like they're disenfranchised or they're not able-bodied?
Yeah, for me, when coach would tell me that, we would basically figure out what my abilities were, what my strengths were in my life and on the wrestling mat, and we would choose to develop a plan around that. Because the things that you can't control, the weaknesses, those things are always going to be there, but you can't focus your energy on that because there's nothing you can do about it. So for him, it's like, okay, this is what we're going to focus on. We're going to build and make you evolve in this way. And that's how I approach my life as well. And I learned that from wrestling. I learned that from my mom, just to build on what I have and not allow the doubt and the negativity and the challenge to hold me back.
Absolutely. Jharrel, of course, we know that you train immensely. We see you in the gym now. I still see it, okay? For you, outside of the wrestling piece, was the family piece. Can you talk about just that and the emotions and having him here and kind of like reliving that and going through that with them?
Yeah, I thought that was equally as important as the physicality of it all, the emotions and the vulnerability that Anthony has. When you meet him, this guy, you could see it in his eyes. His smile, he possesses the power to light up the room and to affect you. And so I wanted to make sure that came through. Sports films, the lead is always like this real tough guy. And even when he's going through hardships, it's just sweat, no tears, And I wanted to change that narrative a bit and show that, wrestlers have another side to them. They're not just mean. They're not just brutal. They're not just dominant on the mat, but they have heart and care for the people around them. And Anthony's a family man before a wrestler, so I wanted to make that shine through.
Anthony, now that you have experienced acting and entertainment, do you envision yourself producing more films or being a part of telling more stories?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure right now. I would love to have that opportunity.
I like that.
But this has been, this is a whole new world for me, and it's been an amazing experience. To work with this group of individuals, it inspired me. So, I would love to be able to help share that next Unstoppable story that's out there. And that's what it's all about for me now. It's just giving back because I wouldn't be where I am today without that support that I received along the way. And I want to use this opportunity to reach out to others, and be able to support them and help them as they're wrestling through challenges. So whether that's with film, whether that's just in life as a coach, I'm all about that now. Is just giving back and helping the next Unstoppable story.
Absolutely. You mentioned that both your mothers and how important they have been to you and coaches. Is there anyone else in your life that has maybe, when you get an audition and you maybe don't get it or, what has helped to keep you resilient and persistent in this industry and just knowing that, I may have not have gotten this, but I'm going to keep going? Who's in your ear helping you?
Sad world. No, I'm just kidding.
Cold world.
No, because I always, think of my mom when I think of the person I really need to lean on. My dad comes close second. I don't mention him enough. I have a very great relationship with my father as well, and my sister. It's my family, really. Ultimately, it's me, though. I trust myself a lot. I think that's what's gotten me here, and that's what's gotten me to where I am mentally right now is kind of believing in me more than the next person,
Absolutely.
That sounds selfish, but...
No. I understand. I think your mom can instill something in you, but you still have to have that personal
yourself, which comes from the strength that my mom was able to pass on to me.
I know that the film took about 5 years to come to fruition. Did you ever think that maybe this isn't going to happen? What were you kind of doing in between the pandemic and the strike to keep motivation?
Well, he was building a family and getting married, and I did 2 other projects. But yeah, we were trading texts back and forth, maybe every few months or so, just reminding each other that we're good and we're healthy and we're hoping that this comes back around. But I think there was a time we were worried, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there definitely was. But, for me, just going through the whole process of it, and there were moments where I was discouraged and I didn't think it would happen. It was pretty neat just to have Jharrel reach out to me. He's like, this is going to happen. He's like, I'm behind this. I want this. I want the world to see this. And so that just gave me that extra courage and extra motivation. And I like how he said, this film, this whole process was unstoppable. All the different challenges that we faced along the way, but it was worth it. That those challenges have made this so much more special with all the hands who came in to just get it to the very end, to finish this, to get to the finish line.
Thank you both so much. Congratulations.